Hey everyone, it's Tammy. Welcome back to the Revolution YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a full face of Revolution makeup that is available at Ulta. So if you are in the USA, all of these products are available at Ulta, either online or in store. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. So first we're going to start with primer, and I absolutely love the Pore Blur primer. It's just like blurring, of course. I'm going to squeeze some of this onto my cheeks and also my nose, and I'm just going to rub that into the areas where my pores tend to get a bit crazy throughout the day. So now going into foundation, my favorite is definitely the Conceal and Define foundation. I use the shade 13.5, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spread that all over my face. The coverage on this foundation is amazing, and I'm just gonna begin buffing that in with a brush. It blends out so easy and it dries down to this gorgeous semi-matte finish. So that is the foundation, and as you guys can see, that one layer has evened out my skin tone beautifully and it doesn't look cakey or heavy. It feels really lightweight to me. Now me personally, before I go in with concealer, I like to go in with eyeshadow just in case I do get a little bit of fallout. I can just use my concealer to, you know, conceal it away. So the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be taking, and it is available at Ulta now in store and online, is my palette Tropical Carnival with Revolution, and this palette is just very bright, very colorful, definitely carnival inspired. You have matte shades in here, you also have a row of shimmers down here. The palette retails for $15, so really affordable if you just want to dip your toes into color and you don't want to like splurge, or even if you are a color expert already, this is just a great addition to your collection. So the first shade I'm going to dip into is Girlies, which is this deep dark grape purple. With colorful looks, I like to start with the darkest color and then work my way up to the lightest. So I'm going to prime my eyes with the Revolution Cut Crease Canvas, which is also available at Ulta. Just a small amount of it, you don't want to use too much. And I'm just going to dab that in all over the lid. So taking that girly shade, I'm just going to dab that onto the outer V, and you guys can see the pigmentation. And the same thing to the other eye. And with no extra product, I like to just dab over the edges so it's slightly blended without rubbing. I just like to dab over it, and you can well, get the words out. You can see it is starting to diffuse on the edge there, but I'm not blending because the base is wet. You don't want to start rubbing at it because then it will skip. So the next color I'm going to dip into is Mass, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of Pink Panther. So these two colors here. And once again, I'm going to start with dabbing before I move into blending. So I'm just going to push this into the crease, but also push it on the edge of that dark purple that we put down. Now I'm going to gently begin blending the outer edge of that pinky purpley shade. And I've said this before, but you want to hold your brush towards the end of the handle. If you hold it too close like this, you are putting too much pressure on the eye and you might not get a nice seamless blend. So you want to hold it towards the end and just flick the wrist so you get a nice soft blend. Going back into my previous brush and a little bit more of that deep dark purple, just building up the intensity, and then going back with the crease brush, blending out the edges once again. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye and I'll come right back. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a lid color, and I think I'm going to go into the shade Destiny, which is this gorgeous dark shimmery purple, which, fun fact, is actually named after my sister Destiny. So I'm going to take that on my finger and tap that just on the center of the eye. I'm not going to carry it towards the inner corner. Actually, this is quite hard to do because I have nails. I'm going to take a brush. Yeah, it's easier to get precision because my nails were getting in the way. So I'm just taking that on a brush and dabbing it on the center of my eye. It's a gorgeous purple. And do the same thing to the other eye. Now for the inner portion of my eye, I'm going to go into this gorgeous shimmery lilac-y purple here, which is called Soca. I'm going to take that on the brush once again, just so I can get nice and tight here on the inner corner. And I'm just going to begin to dab that onto the inner corner. Going back into a dab of Girlies, which is the deep dark grape purple matte, and I'm going to diffuse that gently into the shimmer in the middle, so just little flicking motions. I feel like I want to add a little bit of a glitter. So Revolution have these eye glistens, which are like liquid glitters on one side and then liquid eyeshadows on the other. I think I'm gonna go into this pinky shade because pink goes so well with purple. This is the shade Yours Truly. I'm gonna take the glitter side. I'm just gonna scoop some of it onto the back of my hand. I'm gonna take some of the glitter onto this like a little eyeliner brush, and I'm gonna carry this through the crease. Kind of like faking a cut crease, if you guys can see. I just realized rather than scooping it onto the back of my hand, I could literally just take it straight from the doe foot. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with mascara, and of course I'm gonna use my Mascara Revolution, which I absolutely love. I don't know if you guys can see, but the writing is like rubbing off. I use this every day, and this is my second tube of it. I just love the way it thickens and lengthens, and it just, oh, it's so good. Okay, so there's one layer of it, and I hope you guys can see just how amazing it has lengthened and thickened my lashes. Okay guys, now I'm back, so I've gone ahead and applied the lashes. Now we're gonna move on to concealer. So of course the iconic Conceal and Define concealer. I use the shade 12.5 underneath my eyes to brighten and highlight that area. It just applies so beautifully and it dries down really well, lasts all day, and it's really affordable, of course. Now I'm gonna let that sit for a minute while I apply my cream contour. Now Revolution also has this fast base foundation stick, and I love using it for cream contour. It blends so easily and it just melts into the skin. It's also really good as a foundation, but it's a bit too dewy for my oily skin. So I use the shade F16 to cream contour the outside of my face. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that. And I like to take the same brush that I used my foundation on, just so it melts into the skin even easier. But you guys see how quick that blended in, like it blends so easily. And now that's done, I'm gonna go in and blend out this concealer. Now for powder, Revolution have these Conceal and Fix loose setting powders. I use the shade Deep Honey, which looks like this. So I'm going to take some of this powder and just dab that underneath my eyes to set the area. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my lower lash line. I'm going to take the exact same pinky purpley tones that I used in the crease on the lower lashes. So starting with these two, and then I'll move into the deeper, darker colour. Okay, so we're just going to ignore that mistake while we do lips. Now, my favourite product from Revolution in terms of lips are their sheer lip glosses. I love these so much. They're quite opaque, even though they're called sheer, but I love this formula. I've actually gone through a whole tube of this colour right here, which is called Gone Rogue. This is like my perfect everyday nude. I also love this one, which is called Muse, which is kind of like a lighter brownie peachy nude. I just love these two colours. I'm not quite sure these two colours would go with the look that I've got going on today, so I'm going to pick a different kind of purpley pinky colour, but these two are my favourite. If you are around my skin tone and you're looking for like an everyday nude, these two I highly recommend. But first I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with my favourite lip liner, which is Glory. I need to sharpen it, so I'm just going to gently define the lips with this. Okay, so I've picked out this colour here. It's kind of like a pinky purpley dark colour, and it's called Rosy. So I'm just going to apply that to my lips. And I love the doe foot on this as well. It is like flat double-sided, so if you do have larger lips like me, you don't have to keep digging in to get product. It just covers the lips so well. Now last but not least, of course, we're going to go in and set this face to make sure it lasts all day. I'm using the Revolution Sports Fix, which is extra hold. Okay guys, so here we have the final look. What do you think? I hope you love it because I am obsessed. Anything pinky purple, to be honest, I am 100% here for, especially when it's using my palette. So let me know all of your thoughts down in the comment section. If you are from the USA, which products are you going to be picking up from Ulta? Let us know down in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you are subscribed to the Revolution YouTube channel so you can see more content from us. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye.